In this series of videos, I'll be working through the Ministry of Education Guyana mock exam that the grade 10 students had to work with. So this is for practice sake, so where you can actually just keep getting more work done to actually understand the format of the mathematics paper one when you write CSEC, whenever it is that you have to write it. Now, the time allowed here is 30 minutes. I'll be adjusting that based on how many questions I actually solve. In this video, it's just 5 questions. So the instructions are always to follow. You have to attempt all the questions. I remember in paper one, there are no math calculators or mathematical tables that you can actually use. And you have to blacken the space beside the letter, or basically you're blackening the letter that you actually choose, and you can show working on the back of the page, or of course, sometimes it's provided to you. This is just the instructions that I actually have here. And in later videos, I'll make sure it's specifically tailored to be exactly what CSEC actually be looking for. So this is the first question, where we have which of the following is a prime number. So we need to remember that the prime number is a number that has only two distinct positive divisors. Generally, we would say here a number that can be divided by itself and one only. So what we actually need to do now is need to figure out which of these numbers is it. Now, one of the easier approaches to make use of is to use the small prime numbers. Generally, I would always go with the number 3. But again, there's other methods you can actually make use of. But again, this is a multiple choice paper. So this should actually allow for us to eliminate. That's what you need to do for multiple choice questions, is to eliminate what should not be there in order for you to arrive at your answer. So let's now begin. So let's say we start with the 51 divided by 3. So 3 ones 3, 2 remaining, 3 sevens 21, which means the first option is not what we're looking for, so A is out. Then we have 57. Let's divide this by 3 again. So 3 ones 3, 2 remaining, and 3 nines 27. So again, since we actually can have it completely divided, it is an indication that this is not a prime number, because remember, it's 1 and itself, meaning that in the example, well, actually, let me just focus on, in other videos, I'll actually break down exactly how to understand what prime numbers are. So let's just keep on track here. So we have 61 divided by 3. So we have 326, and then we don't have anything there. So this is a 0, so this is a decimal. So we have an option here. And then let's look at 87 finally. So we have 3 2s, 6, and then we're going to have 2 remaining, 3 nines 27. So this is out as well, which indicates now that because this leads to a decimal situation, that our answer here is going to be 61. So again, look, I'm showing you this is the shading you actually would need to do when you actually would be doing your CSEC. So in our next question here, we have the square root of 25 squared minus 7 squared. Notice for this question, everything is under the square root sign. Therefore, whatever answer we have when we actually work 25 squared minus 7 squared, we're then going to square root that. So what does this mean? Let's now go with 25 times 25, because note that 25 squared means it's a number multiplied by itself. Then we have 7 times 7, which is 49. So we need to work with what is this 25 squared here. So let's work this out here. So this is 0, 2 5s 10, 2 2s 4, and 1 is 5, 5 5s 25, 5 2s 10, and 2 is 12. So this is 5, 2, so this is 625. So it's 625. So recognize that this is 25 squared here, and this is 7 squared here. And what they're doing, they're subtracting. So we're going to have 625 minus 49. So we go here 5, this is 12, now 11, making this now 15. So this is 6, here is 7, and then here is 5. So the square root of 576. So looking at this here now, we need to immediately eliminate 5s and the 6 is not an answer. So 20 times 20 is 400, so that's out. 18 times 18, 8 times 8 would be 64, so that would be out. And then 4 times 4 is 16. So what exactly I'm just doing there? All right, so let's start over. 5 sub the 6 can't be the answer because this is not square rooted as yet. So 20 times 20, this is what, again, once you become a little bit better, you'd understand how to do this. This is 0, 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 2 is 4. So this is 400. So 18 times 18. So remember again, you have to do a placeholder. So I put 0. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 1 is 1. 8 times 8 is 64. So this is 4. 8 times 1 is 8, and 4 is 16. So what I'm actually doing, or what I just did, is I know that my answer needed to end with 6. So I was looking through here to see exactly which would actually end with the 6. This is 4, 8 and 6 is 14. 1, 1, 2. So that's out. Then for the 24, so 0, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 4 is 16. So you notice I have a 6 at the end here. 4, 2 is 8, and 1 is 9, plus, so this is 6, 17, 4 and 1 is 5. So the answer here, A. Now again, there are some tricks you can actually do. Remember for paper 1, you're trying to work with having each question answered within a minute. So there are a few tips you'd need to remember and actually to do in order to solve that. So let's move on now to the next question, whereas we have 2/3 of a number is 24. What is the number? Now, this question here requires you to understand how to read a statement and then write it in algebra. So in the algebraic form, sorry. So what exactly does this want you to do? We're having 2/3 of a number, but we don't know what the number is, but we know it's 24. So let's say, let the number be x. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 2/3 of a number, which is x, is equal to 24. So we're going to have 2x is equal to 24 times 3. 2x is equal to 72. X is equal to 72 over 2. X is equal to 36. Giving us the answer here to be 36. So again, make sure you shade that letter. And let's move on now to the next question, wherein we have the LCM of two numbers is 120, and their highest common factor is 4. If one number is 20, what is the other number? So for this question here, we're going to say that the LCM times the HCF is equal to the product of two numbers. So the LCM, we know what of the number, the LCM of two numbers is 120. So LCM is 120. And the HCF is 4. And if one of the number is 20, what is the other number? So let's use x here again. So 4 times 120 is 480, is equal to 20x. So we have 480 divided by 20 is equal to x, cancelled. So 2 1s 2, 2 2s 4, 2 4s 8. So 24 is equal to x. Here we have it is A. So this is exactly what the applications of algebra looks like. The letters are just a way for you to actually have, let's say, a placeholder that is something for you to solve later on. And the last question here for this video, what is the value of the digit 5 in the number 3457.29? So what you would do in this type of question, we do 3, 4, 5, 7.29. 9. So we want for 5s, we want here. So this is 1s, and this is 10s. So this is 5 10s. So again, 5 10s. We want to know the value. So it's in the tens place, yes, but 5 times 10 is equal to 50, making this answer here C. And this here again is just the introduction. Look for more videos where I go through the solutions of work with multiple choice questions.